Hello sport fans, Mauricio here. Well, this video is about deleting rows. So I'm going to come to my products view, and before we delete the row, from a business perspective, you got to think about what am I doing. So for example, if I wanted to delete red hats, okay, deleting a row from a table is nothing, but real world here. If there's 10 units of red hats in the warehouse, we have to sell them. So, so there's real world versus deleting a row or adding a row in a table somewhere. There's real world implications. If you, for example, add a row, add a product, well, then you probably should assign it a warehouse location. We didn't even talk about that. But if I have 10 units of red hats, I could delete the row in the table, but I still have the 10 hats. So, and another thing, we try not to delete data, rather archive it first and then delete it. So we're not even showing that here. We're just straight out deleting it. But you would normally have a backup table and copy the record into the archive table and then go ahead and delete it. So there's much more here than meets the eye or what should, so you have to think about the whole process. So here's a product that we can delete. Purple shoes. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea, but we don't have any in stock right now. So how do we delete purple shoes product 5020? So what I have is at page INIT, this drop-down list is being filled. And I had it sorted by product name rather than product ID, same as this table here. I had it sorted by product name. I felt that was easier to understand. So where's the purple shoes? So you select it and then bang, delete selected product. I don't have a pop-up that says, are you sure? So that's something else that probably should be added. So we'll just hit the button, and not only did it delete the row, so P for purple shoes, let's see. Yeah, it's gone. So not only is that gone, but the list was also updated. So this drop-down list was updated, and this table here was updated. So we'll show how that, so we're just rerunning the same get products or, refresh grid views and drop-down lists. We're rerunning the same general procedure that we ran at page INIT. We're rerunning that same procedure to go fetch a refreshed copy, in this case, of the products table. We're running that refresh after we delete one. We ran it after we updated one. Oh, you'll see that in the next video. We ran it after we added a product, etc., etc. So how does delete work? Let me let's go into that before we go into the ASP.NET. Let's take a look at it in SQL. So why am I laughing? Because this, by the way, there is no undo after you delete rows. There is no undo in SQL. Now let that sink in for people that grew up in the world of undo. For databases, there is no undo. There is more advanced transactions that could be rolled back, but we're not doing transactions. So you really should archive things if we're going to delete things. But I was laughing because I thought this said delete from. But so anyway, select star from is how you get all the rows. And let's just run this again and just right click there. And oh, these are sales. So this has got nothing to do with the products table. But so select star from gets all the rows. And delete is not delete star from, it's just delete. So I used to mention, oh, this is how you do delete statements. But now I say this is how you do delete from where statements. Delete from where? Delete from where? Not delete. Delete from where? Because if you just do delete, you just wiped out your entire table. If I ran this now, I know you want me to. But if I ran this now, it's all gone. So we're going to say where. That is so important. So we would have to be careful. If we wanted to just delete one line item, we would have to provide the sales ID and the product ID. But if we wanted to delete everything about one order, so I'll just take sales ID 1. If we wanted to delete 3 records, all right, delete from table where. Boom. And then P50 So invoice 1, all the rows. So that really should be archive first. What if I wanted to delete just one line item from sales number 6? So, so you can expand the where statement and product ID. So let's say we're going to do the first one here, 1011. Now, let me just back up for a second and say, hey, MIS people, let's be business-oriented, not just computer-oriented. All right, what are you talking about, Featherman? Well, we're deleting a line item. What does that do to the units? Don't we have to put those units back in stock? What's going on here? So two units of this product 1011. So if we're deleting a line item, so there's more here to the process. What is the entire process? And that's what the good systems analyst and developer does. What is the entire process? So sure, go ahead and delete a line item. But what's the entire process? Okay, if you delete the line item, we're going to have to put those products back in stock. The employee is going to have to put those products back in the bin. That invoice needs to be recalculated and reduced. I suppose the accounts receivable for that invoice needs to be reduced. The totals for that invoice, the sales summary, which has got the total number of line items and the total dollars and the total units, all that would have to be updated too. So I'm counting my little fingers here. I got 6 things so far that need to happen. So we need to update the invoice. We also need to update the product metrics. So we didn't sell those products, so those, not only did the stock level need to go back up, but we need to reduce the metrics because we didn't sell them. So the total number sold needs to go down and the total revenue made needs to go down. And what about that customer that isn't buying this thing anymore? So their record needs to be changed also. So they didn't buy $100 on this invoice. Let's see. Their invoice is no longer $250. Their invoice now is $170 roughly. So doesn't the customer account need to also be updated? So yeah, so I got 9 things that happen, and if I really were to do this correctly, there's probably more things. So my point here is, yeah, it's easy. Delete a record in a table. That's easy. You just saw how to do it. We'll show how to do it. So the web page is just going to run a statement like this. So let's see. So the delete statement to delete a product, and again, it should be archive and then delete. Really don't think I made a video on archiving yet, but might have or need to do. But when we delete a row, we have to give it a where statement, and so the parameter will be passed in by the web page. So something like that. Something like this highlighted code here. But so deleting is easy, but actually it's part of an entire larger process. And so the good systems analyst / developer asks a lot of questions and then puts all the pieces back in the, where they belong. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ASP.NET. Now that you understand a delete statement must have a where statement. Just like in the next video, we're going to do update set. Update set table name. That must have a where statement. Otherwise, you'll update your entire set of records. So set column name. So the sales details. So set blah blah blah. So you really have to have a where statement when you do an update or delete. That's the thing to remember. Update set where, delete from where. Okay, so hopefully you won't make the mistake. But all right, so you've seen a delete statement, and so let's go see how we get it into our web page. So first, this drop-down list is filled when you turn the computer on. I'll show you that. So I put on this screen DDL products for editing. So DDL products for editing. So there it is. DDL products for editing, and this is my get full product list procedure, a general procedure not connected to any event, but we use it at page INIT initialization. So there you go. When you turn on the web page, fill the products array, and then go look for your different grid views and your different drop-down lists, and go ahead and tell them to be filled with data. And again, this get full product list is run at the INIT procedure, and it'll be run after we delete a record too. But that's how the data got into that drop-down. So that's how that got filled, and let's see what the delete statement looks like. So I typed a lot of stuff for you to understand. So if they did select a product for editing or deleting in our case, then go ahead and take that value and pass it to the command. So here you go. We have a command. So by the way, once again, I recommend running your SQL statement in SSMS first, so to proof it and get it perfected, because the error checking is very good. The error messages are kind of understandable. But we make a new command. We give it a parameter. In this case, if they didn't select a product, then stop. But open the connection and then run. So this is a command, execute non-query. That means just run my SQL statement, delete from where. Just run my SQL statement. Don't give me back anything. So it's not a query really. So they call it a non-query. Don't give me anything back. Just go delete that record. But then we tell it, yeah, go refresh the products table, and in the reporting tab, there, the products are in there also, the sales for products. So it doesn't hurt to refresh that. But yeah, and then at the end, just I put in there like go check the product list, just so you could see that it was deleted. Deleting is very easy. Take care.